I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music with part 2 of our interview, our lost interview, with Randy Meisner, the former Eagle who left after Hotel California, specifically left after the Hotel California tour. In the summer of 2000, I had the pleasure of connecting with Randy on the phone. And during this interview, it's kind of cute. The second half, you'll hear that the interview actually gets interrupted by two fawns in the backyard. He leaves his door open to let the animals in, which is kind of cool. But remember, this is a dated interview. Randy's not in the best physical or mental shape these days, but we're hoping and we're wishing him well. I really enjoyed speaking to him for a couple of hours back in 2000. I shared with him a feeling I had when he left the Eagles because he was one of my favorite players in the band. And I told a close friend of mine in radio how pissed off I was with him leaving the band. And my buddy had a good response. He says, "So you mean to tell me he brought you joy in the Eagles? He really didn't get enough real estate to play the songs maybe he wanted in the Eagles, and you're mad at him for leaving the band after making some pretty good cash and sharing some pretty good moments, and you're mad at him for going off on his own to basically follow his nose and find his music." And I thought, well, when you put it that way, I shared that with Randy Meisner, and this is what he said.
I can't blame a lot of people for that, but the thing is, it's like after Hotel California, it was like I was been on the road so much, and I was married and going through a divorce, and it's like I thought, my God, it's like taking a toll. Just being on the road all your life, and you don't have any normal life. And I think that's what everybody was. It was like, these books were written and stuff, and everybody like bitched at each other. But, bottom line is like, that's in the past now. Because, gosh, why should I don't want to end up hating everybody for the rest of my life, and I won't. And I think of these guys as just like good compadres that I've worked with, and we had a great time. And just, leave it alone and have fun together,
Hey, good way of looking at it, because it's amazing when you look at the culture of, making a difference to so many people, and you shared that with these guys, a part of rock and roll history that was very important, and that was obviously very satisfying in a lot of ways. And it's nice to look back at it that way. We all hear stories of people bitching forever about past members and holding grudges.
There's a time when you got to stop.
Yeah.
We're getting too old for that crap.
Hey,
I am anyway.
Hey, I agree. As my dad would say, it's hard on the heart, man, to hate someone for a long time.
Exactly. You got it right on the money.
Yeah, he says it'll make you too old.
Yeah, it'll jitter your nerves and make you grow old fast and die quicker.
Uh-huh. Do you ever listen to like Dawn's new album? Are you listening to their stuff they put out?
I've heard a couple of cuts. Like I saw him on Jay Leno the other night, and it was real different. I mean, Dawn is always good. I mean, he's got the golden throat. David Geffen like coined that one.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's got the golden throat, but I had the real high voice. But the purpose of the whole Eagles to me is like there was that combination of the chemistry that made all those harmonies just sound perfect. And the funny thing is, after we made albums, I never listened to them.
Really?
It's only if somebody comes over or I'm at somebody's house, if they play them, and then I say, God damn, that's really good.
Ah.
You know what I'm watching right now?
What?
I live in the hills in Studio City, and my wife and I feed deer every night.
Oh, my God.
And there's two little fawns up here. They're spotted yet. They're twins. We've been feeding them for like about, I've been here 14 years. But it's just so neat. I just had to say that.
Oh, my God.
Cute. We feed them, and they come up every night. They trust us, and you got to build trust in animals.
It's interesting you should say that because, if you look at a stereotypical view, I think of anybody looking at someone who was with Poco and the Eagles, they probably think, he's sitting on his porch feeding deer. And there you're doing it.
These little guys, it's like, they're so cute. And all together, I mean, the animals we feed, it's like we've seen, 3 skunk families raise their children.
Wow.
And everybody says skunk, oh no. But they're the cutest little things in the world.
Do you have a lot of privacy where you live?
Very much so.
Is that right?
I'm like on a little street where it's like I have a driveway that comes into my house. It's like a dead end. And then below my house, there's a lot of land, and it's like in the mountains, towards Universal City, where they really can't build on the hills. And so I leave my gates open for the deer and all the animals, and we feed them every night.
Wow.
I mean, it's like 6 feet from us. And it's just, I think animals are one of the most wonderful things in the world.
Oh, yeah. Talk about getting close to nature, which is, kind of important. Do you ever have something coming up to your door that maybe you don't want coming to your door that could eat you or something?
No, we've had a bobcat come up here. I just consider them just beautiful animals.
Yeah. That's
I mean,
kinda
we take, and the thing is, we take pictures because people do not believe us in the Hollywood Hills that, there could be that many animals.
Wow.
Believe me, over the last 14 years, we built so much trust with them that we can watch them or we can put food out while they're eating and they don't even move.
Do you still collect cards? do you?
Yeah, like I had a whole bunch of real ones.
Uh-huh.
Like about maybe 8 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I had like about 23 cars, antique, mostly Ford.
Oh my God.
And all of a sudden, they were in Nebraska. I had a storage place back there.
And you're from Nebraska, right?
Yes, I am. Yeah. I grew up on a farm. And so that's why I like my privacy. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of them. Right now, I sold all of them and kept like a little 40 Ford pickup that's like all restored. Has a little V8 85 in it with duals and 15-inch tires, and that's all I've done. It's just like a perfection.
Well, who restores them? You or someone you know?
I didn't restore this one. My cousin did. He went to Cal State, and a friend of his took this thing and took it like down to the frame, everything, and did it as an art project.
Wow.
And so every bolt in the car, he saved in a bag, unless it was rusted a little bit, and put it back in the same spot.
Oh, my God.
And rather than like a lot of people like to sand them down, in Pasadena, California, there's a place where you can take the body of the pickup and the fenders and dip them in a solution that takes the paint off without taking all your metal away. And then the guy that worked at the Ford dealership painted it in this old enamel before they, stopped the paint. That was a good paint. And it's just like, it's my little pride and joy.
Doesn't Randy Meisner sound like the nicest guy in the world? Really nice man. We'll have more clips from our interview, our lost Randy Meisner interview from the summer of 2000 coming up in a couple of weeks. I want to thank all the folks who have given us some great feedback about this interview. He really is a nice man, and we wish him luck. We know he's not in the best physical and mental shape right now, but we tip our hat to you, Randy Meisner. I'm John Beaudin. Make sure you share our videos and subscribe to our channel and comment on our videos. This is Rock History Music.